look at the camera? When do I look?
Hi goodie, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alisha Brittany, and as you can tell by the title of this video, today we're going to be doing itip microlink install. These are from Curlsqueen. They sent me 300 grams and it was a lot of hair. I'm not gonna lie, but the hair is bomb. Do you guys see how thick and full curls are? Ugh, I'm in love. As you can see, this install, it's going to take a while. I'm not going to lie to you, so prepare yourself for a very long install. First, I'm just starting off with the base of this install. I started by parting my hair into fours, you guys. Parting is going to be very essential, especially if you're doing this on your own. You're going to want to make sure that you're parting your hair to make sure that you can keep everything nice and even. Don't come for my parts. I know they're not even, but it got the job done. So first I started off by sectioning off the very perimeter of my hair. So I made my middle part. And I did 2 braids going down both sides. You can't really see it, but that is what I did. And then in between each part, in order for me to do a half up, half down, I went ahead and just braided the crown of my hair. And as you can see, that's just with one install. And do you see how shook I was? Because baby, that one took probably about 5 to 10 minutes to get in because it was my very first one and I was trying this for the very first time. But boom, there you go. This is it. Maybe 75 pieces later. So I split my hair into 4 pieces, and I wanted to try to get 75 pieces in. However, it just wasn't feasible. I was not trying to overcrowd my hair and have these fall out. So what I did was I did get maybe about 60 to 65 in each quadrant. Look how full it was. Don't worry, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to show you exactly how I placed these beads in, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like once one side was installed. So let's go, let's get it started.
What are you saying, Superb C, man?
What are you saying, Hunt Finn, man?
Boy, relaxing and maxing, man.
Boy, I'm just chilling out, man.
Hey, what happened last night, man?
Hey, last night I went to one weird party, man. It was some joke business. It's crazy, man.
Who was there, man?
Boy, I don't even feel say I should tell it.
So as you can see, I am done with the back of my hair, and that's definitely a tip I recommend, is starting in the back. Especially when you're working by yourself, it's going to take the longest. However, once you get the back of it, you're kind of going to get that little bit drift of motivation. And for me, my hair is thicker in the back. So I knew I wanted to put most of my micro beads in the back, and then I also wanted to do them a little bit more sparse in the front. So especially if you're working with a limited amount of these, you're going to want to make sure you do that in the back. Another tip that I would recommend is to get extra micro bead links, because a lot of times what would happen is mine would pop out. I'm not sure if I was doing it wrong. However, that is something that I noticed. So I wanted to go ahead and relay that to you guys too as well, to just get extra links. That way you have enough to ensure every itip has a micro bead for you to put in it.
If you really wanna party with me, ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of niggas is wondering and they curious. How me and my niggas do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my niggas is serious. Shook niggas be walking around fearing us. Front nigga like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to how radio be playing us. 30 times a day, she to make you delirious. Imagine everything all up in your areas. Yo, it's funny how all the chickens be always serving us. All in between the ass when they wanna carry us. If you couldn't hit them off with the aliens. Chickens, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, my nigga, you know we bout to buzz. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. You really.
So here's how the installation of the micro beads actually work. So I started off again by separating my perimeter. However, I did at the last minute realize I wanted to leave that little part up, because sometimes I want to put my hair in like a half up, half down style. I know I usually like that little extra piece. So you want to go ahead and part off the smallest section of one of your quadrants. You use this tool. It's kind of like a threading tool. I went ahead and stacked all of my beads on there, and then all you do is put your hair through the metal loop, slide the bead up, and pull your hair through, kind of like a sewing, or kind of when you do crochet, it's very similar. And then all you have to do is literally slide the itip into the micro bead. And the good thing about the beads that Curlsqueen sent me is they had a little protectant bead in there, because one thing I did learn just from researching on how to do these is that you didn't want to clamp it too tight, because if you clamp it too tight, it can definitely cause more breakage, which we do not want. And then once you clamp it, you guys, that's it. And I moved it around just to make sure that whenever I manipulated the micro beads in my hair, putting in a ponytail or half up, half down style, or even just, you know, defining the curls, that it wasn't going to snag. And I did this throughout my hair just to make sure that I wasn't snagging it. So here I'm going to show you guys again. There's me just checking to make sure that you guys can see. Sliding the bead up, pulling your hair through. So simple. Does not snag at all. I would recommend blow drying your hair out because I don't know about you, but for me, my curls would have gotten snagged on there several times doing this. So blow drying my hair kind of semi-straight but not super straight actually helped me out. A tip for sliding these in: once you're sliding them in, as you can see, my nails are way shorter in this clip than in the beginning. I had to go get my nails done and cut them down because, you know, you need to feel for it. But a tip is to definitely just make sure that you're not clamping it too hard once you get to the pliers part. And honestly, I feel like this is very achievable. This is something that I want to try doing in maybe just the front part of my hair, and then doing a sew-in in the back, just because I think it would be less time consuming and a little bit more, you know, kind of protective without being so rigid in terms of styling.
Pay me what you want it. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch better have my money.
And here I am having a full Shaka Khan moment. I would even say Meg Thee Stallion, because you know Meg has been on her Afro wave and I love it. So this is all of the microlinks that I put in my hair. As you can see, it's a lot of hair, you guys, especially because my hair is out as well. So with my real hair being out and already having volume, and then this adding volume and length, child, it was given diva disco fever, okay? But I was in love. I love it. I love big hair. It feels, honestly, I feel like it fills my face so well. So here I'm just taking out the braids, just making sure that all of the parts that I did use are enough before I start styling. Again, like I said in the beginning, I would recommend detangling and co-washing this hair before you install it, just because it's going to make it a lot easier once you do install it. That is something I wish I would have done. However, it's okay because your girl's still going to get it done, okay? So what I used first obviously was a spray bottle just to tame the hair and get the curls activated. You didn't really need a lot of water, however the ends were like the nappiest part, I would say. So I just went ahead and used my pattern Denman brush, which is so amazing for any type of curly texture, even on my real hair. And then I went ahead and added my favorite curl products. I'll go ahead and list those down below as well in the description box. One of my favorite is the InStyle Curl Elixir from Curlsmith. What? My bestie put me on, and honestly, I've been in love ever since. As well as the Don't Shrink Elongate Curl with Flaxseed by Miss Jessie's. those are two things that I honestly help so much whenever you have curly hair, curly weave, curling extensions, anything like that. So you want to go section by section, part by part, just making sure that you're blending your leave out, I guess you could say. And as you can see, my hair already started curling up as soon as I added that curl elixir as well as the water. The blend was amazing. However, the thing that I think I wish would have matched a little bit more was my length. However, that's not really a fault of mine, but I did go ahead and shape and cut this hair just to match it a little bit better. Y'all, don't go out here looking crazy. My top of my hair in the front, there's nothing that I can do. Like, I can't just push a button and make my hair grow overnight to match the extensions. So I did go ahead and trim it up and make sure that I kind of give myself like a curly cut, if that makes sense, without cutting my natural hair. And whenever you do, you know, like a wash and go set using this hair, go ahead and clamp those up. This is like one of my favorite tricks whenever I have curly hair, is to just use a claw clamp to let it dry without, you know, the curls being drying too long. Before I got a diffuser, I love to do this, and that's pretty much it, you guys. Again, I really love these microlinks. All the description box will have all of the links and everything that you need for this hair tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna sign off here and let you guys enjoy the rest of the styling video. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks again to Curlsqueen for sponsoring this video. Love you guys so much. Have a good one.